Hello, lovely, lovely, lovely Libras. Okay, I'm doing a nice reading today. I'm going to say what your core strength is and what people like about you. I've been seeing things like the Ten of Cups and the Sun card as I've been shuffling. So people may see you as being very positive, or you may have a particular skill at remaining positive in bad situations. Um, so much so that I channeled Always Look on the Bright Side of Life from Monty Python. I am getting this impression that you're facing some kind of ending. You're facing some kind of um, ending of some sort of cycle in your life, or a phase, or something that you've been perhaps even hoping for. And finally you're like, do you know what, this isn't working out, I'm just going to let go of it. It could be something like that for some of you. It feels emotionally difficult, and but it feels like this kind of like almost verging on toxic positivity, but not. It's like it's it's like it's more like glass half full energy. It's like you're acknowledging. You're like, do you know, in that song, they acknowledge. They say life's a piece of. There's acknowledgement there, but it also comes through this determination to focus on the positive, to focus on laughing and dancing and joking and singing. And it even says something like, uh, life's quite absurd. So it's almost like this kind of like being taken, almost like seeing life as a show, life as a stage, sort of taking yourself out of the mix of things and being able to have that higher perspective on things, and being like, to be able to see the ridicule, the like ridiculousness of existence, of the people around you, of the day to day. It's coming through like this. I don't know. It says give the audience a grin. It says in that song, and it's almost like they're showing me like when in the olden days, like 1600s or whatever, they used to, especially like they're showing me now France, they used to like have this wave of kind of public executions, especially public executions of either very notable figures, or people who are like, like Billy the Kid, people like that as well. I know he wasn't in France, they just showing me different examples. It's almost like notoriety. It's almost like, right, do you know what? Well, I'm going to give them a show. I'm going to play up for the camera. If this is the end, I'm going to make them remember this ending. Everybody remembers that scene in Monty Python. Anyone who's ever seen it remembers that end scene in Monty Python. So it's like, do you know what? If I'm going out with a bang. It's the way it kind of feels. It's like, it's almost like that. What's it called? That film where she wears like the red letter. It's like, well, if you're going to say that I'm this thing, I'm going to act the part. So this thing about maybe acting the part, which is interesting because I've only just channeled that now. And I remember, I feel like, was it Awakening to Spirits reading this week for Libra, which she was saying, if I remember rightly, she was saying something about understanding how you're perceived, understanding the image that you project and the reception of that. So maybe somebody is literally an actor or an actress or in the public eye somehow, and they kind of like hamming it up, like playing the role. Like if you think of like Alan Rickman, he was by all accounts, for everybody who knew him, an absolutely lovely person, but he always played the villain. So I don't know if you're like playing the villain in a situation. I feel like this came through a while back. It's like, if I'm going down in a blaze of glory is how it feels. But in a very positive way. Like I say, it's like you're being the Joker, you're being the clown, you're being the fool, you're bringing the Ten of Cups and Sun energy to a bad situation is how it feels. Okay. Now, going back a little bit, when I opened myself up last night to messages for you, I was seeing, the first thing I saw was a diamond, which was rather predictable because I associate diamond energy now with your sign, diamond heart, diamond soul, diamond mind. That clarity, the different facets. Again, a diamond, you can show different sides of yourself at any one time. You can present different parts of your personality. For example, I may act differently in the bedroom to how I act in the corner shop, or in an interview. There's like different ways of presenting yourself in different situations. It's not that any of those are false. It's just that you're showing different sides of yourself, right? Maybe this is the message. Because it came through like you were trying to, so could see the facets of a diamond very clear, almost like the actual lines of the facets were standing out to me, and kind of looking quite glistening against a black background. And then they showed me a spider trying to spin a web. Again, it was on a black background, and the web was very it was like if you've ever seen a spider web in like covered in like morning dew in the, you know, in the morning with the sun starting to shine through it. It's like glistening threads of like silver and like diamond like dew. So very, very beautiful, this spider web. But this spider was trying to create the web, it hadn't finished it. So this like threads of silver and diamond, very much tying into the facets of the diamond, right? So it's like a pattern. And this spider was trying to do this pattern. And now then they showed me like a broom, like a brush, like an old-fashioned sweeping brush, right? The kind that a witch would ride. And it was very dusty, I could see all the dust around. And what I kind of got the impression was, it was like the person who had, when I first saw the broom, I was like, oh no, they're doing that again to me. They did it a while back for Libra, where it was like, just tidy your house, Libra. It was like, just clear out your cupboards, tidy your house. And I was like, but I don't want to. But this was like more like somebody who was determined to keep something clean, to keep something clear. So they were taking the brush and brushing away the spider web, but the spider was going to do what the spider was going to do. The spider had to build the web. It was like that was its life purpose, was to complete the web, right? So the spider would keep doing the web. The person would keep brushing it away. Now, the spider had to complete the web because that was its life purpose. That was what it knew to do. That's what it was skilled at. That was what it was focused and determined to do. So no matter what, this person could brush that spider web away as a million times, but that spider was going to build the web. So the person with the broom had the lesson to learn to allow the spider to complete the web. It's like if you keep brushing it away, it's just going to keep doing the same thing. So you need to stop being so house proud kind of thing, perhaps, and see the beauty of this skilled animal, was the way it was coming through. So I don't know if you're the spider trying to complete this project and something keeps on interrupting it, or if you're the person who's a little bit house proud and you're not letting someone else. It could be like a child, you know, a child who's trying to complete some kind of Lego building, and you're like, but it's messy, you know, like I've got friends coming over, let's tidy it away. But that kid really wants to build that thing, so it's just going to keep getting it out. You know, maybe you've got like a toddler who keeps getting the same toys out and you keep tidying them up. So you could be either person in this perspective. But to me, it's like there's something to understand. It's linked to the diamond, and the web is sort of symbolizing like connectivity to me. Like you're trying to formulate an idea, or you're trying to understand something, and it's like you're not going to understand it until that web is complete. You have to go through the process. So it's a little bit anal. It's almost like you've got to complete that process. You've got to do it in this methodical fashion until you complete it. You could be dealing with somebody like that, somebody who's a little bit almost like a little bit Asperger's perhaps, or you know, somebody with autism, where it's like they get very, very focused on something. They have to complete it. So there could be something like that there for you as well. But my note is, you have to let the spider finish building the web, and then you're going to understand something. Now, just before I started the reading, I went downstairs to go and get myself a bottle of water. And you know when you go on autopilot, and I went to the front door and I picked up my keys, and I was walking back and I thought, why have I picked up my keys? I meant to get water. So I went and took the keys back and got my water. But there could be something there again with like autopilot, like the spider is completing that task on autopilot almost. It's in its nature to do that. But there's something about keys as well. So the motifs of diamonds, spider webs and keys seem to be important in your reading today. So much so, actually, diamonds I've been seeing all week. Aries had something about diamonds in their reading. And on that day, on the Monday, when that reading went up, I was playing Minecraft and I found diamonds in Minecraft. And ever since then, it's like I keep hearing diamonds in songs. I think there was a Billie Eilish song where she talks about somebody's diamond mind. And even just as I was setting up the reading and picking my rings, I was really drawn to my mum's engagement ring. You can see this tiny little diamond star in there. So I'm not wearing it, but I've got it with me. I don't know, maybe it is engagement for somebody, but it feels more to do with like the properties of the diamond as a metaphor, which does come up for you all the time. You're probably sick of hearing me talking about diamonds, but if it's coming through, I've got to give it to you, right? Then I saw a ram. I think it was a ram. So again, I'm associating it perhaps with Aries. Could be Capricorn. It could have been a goat, but I think it was a ram. It had like the curl, right? The curled horns. It was facing this way, just the head of the ram and the curled horn. And almost immediately, I saw almost like next to it. Again, I kind of saw the diamond here and the spider web here. So the ram could be connected to the diamond, and the second image that I'm going to tell you about could be connected to the spider web. But the second image was of a man with a top hat and a mustache, and he had I think it was his right hand up and like perhaps holding something, perhaps a microphone. I kind of got like circus. Like the ringmaster from a circus vibes off him. I think he had like something was red on him. I don't know if it's like a red top hat or like red suit or a red shirt or something. There was something red, but yeah, top hat, mustache, holding something, in a suit kind of thing. So yeah, ringmaster. I don't know if any of this means anything to anyone, but I'm just telling you, I'm just whatever I got. Beautiful Stranger by Madonna came through. The song that randomized for you as I was setting up the reading was Starlight by Muse. Again, this feeling of, I don't know if you're walking away from something, I don't know if you're giving up on something, I don't know if it's worth it anymore. But that's the I just wanted to hold you in my arms song. It feels like you came to something with good intentions, it didn't work out. So you just, you're putting on a show. It doesn't feel like to mask your feelings. It feels like you're putting on a show of, I throw my hands up, it is what it is. What will be, will be. At least I'm going to go down, I don't know, maybe in the starlight. Black holes and revelations. Feels like the spider web is the revelation. Like when it's complete, you'll understand something, you'll see something. I feel like I need to go and read the Bible because I think Revelations is like a Bible book, right? I don't know the Bible that well, sorry. I don't know which book is which, I know Genesis is like the first one, that's about it. So, okay. Actually, do you know what? I'm just going to drink my water a second. Sorry if that was gross, hearing the water glugging noises. I'm reading for Monday, for Libra energy. Libra, Monday. I'd like to know the strength, please. So, for the people watching, for Libra energy for Monday, what is their inner strength? What's their core strength at this time? Oh, the Lovers and the Tower. Whoa. Okay. If you can hear that noise in the background, my children are off. They're just watching YouTube and playing games and things, so you may hear some background noise. The Lovers and the Tower. I just wanted to hold you in my arms. Your strength is choosing your heart. The Lovers card is a choice card, and it talks about choosing your heart, choosing your soul, choosing what you're divinely led to. The Tower. Now, this is your strength. It almost feels like, I'm going to pull more cards on it, but it almost feels like your strength is your determination to love, your determination to love truthfully at any cost. Like, you will face the tower. You will let things fall away if they're not meant to stand. If the spirit guides, angels, universe guide you to face, to storm a tower in the name of love, you will face it. It feels brave. Gemini energy, Scorpio energy at play here. All right, interesting. I mean, you are Venus, right? You are ruled by Venus, so the Lovers would be your strength. Revelation. The Tower moment can bring revelations, right? it's destructive energy. It's scorpionic plutonic energy. It comes into like a lightning bolt or a storm. It comes into challenge you, to test your faith, to test your relationships, to see if they're built on solid foundations. It doesn't feel like you are the tower moment, because sometimes it comes through that way, where it's like the person I'm reading for is bringing the tower moment. It more feels like you're not scared of the tower moment because you're true to your heart. There's the diamond heart again. Told you, Libra. Okay. The Plane Indestructible by Alicia Zatic. So we are indestructible. You are my lifeline. Yeah, so it's like when you're true to your heart, when you've got that diamond heart and you've got that clarity, you can see, you know, you've thoroughly explored your emotions, your feelings, the way that you love, who you love, how you're willing to love, even if that person doesn't love you in return. You know, not in a strong way, because that can be very people can take advantage of that. But this is almost like, I have chosen to love, and it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be your friends, your family. I have chosen to, even your work, right? I have chosen to love. I'm doing this thing. It's a positive emotion. Yes, it brings me pain, but I know it's my ability to love is a strength. Therefore, because I'm clear about how I feel, it doesn't matter what's going on in the rest of the world, because I'm being authentic to myself is how that feels. And again, always look on the bright side of life. Like, perhaps you look for the love in bad situations. You're like, yes. Oh, you know, a brilliant example that they just kind of gave it me as an image. But a few years back, there were a lot of atrocities in the news. I've kind of stopped watching the news because it just depressed me, quite frankly. But there'd be terrible things happening. And there was a phrase that was often repeated that said, look for the helpers. So you can focus on the bad person, you can focus on the person who did the bad thing and caused trouble. You can look at the disaster, you can focus, this is the meaning of the reading. You can look at the people who do bad things, you can look at the failures in the system, you can look at the natural disasters, you can look at the negative, and you can feel despair when you do that. Or you can look at the people who are helping. You can look at the army who go in and rescue old ladies when they're, you know, from the houses when there's floods. You know, you can look at the police who run towards the attacks. You know, you can look at the normal people, the children, the just the everyday people who are just minding their own business, who see something happening and, you know, run in and act like a hero and give someone CPR and save their life, or, you know, pull someone away from a scary thing, or, you know, the people who flood Twitter or social media with positive messages, the people who hand out support and say, you know, my door's open. If you can't get home, you need a place to stay, I've got a spare room, you know, whoever wants it. You know, you can look at the hotels who say, we're opening the lobby, any spare rooms, you know, are open. So there's you know, one bad thing can spark so much good. And it's when you focus on the good, you can choose where you put your focus, right? You focus on the good, you focus on the heart. All right, that was a powerful message. Okay, what do other people see as your strength? What do other people like about you? Oh, secrets. Yeah, pretty much the same message. People like that you are strong in the face of endings, in the face of scorpionic energy. You're strong. You don't fear endings. You don't fear when the tower moments come in and those painful moments happen. It feels like you're not scared. The Hierophant there as well. Look, that is like a connection to God, the universe, higher power. Maybe some of you are particularly religious. Now that can be in your own way. You don't have to follow I mean, the Hierophant can indicate a a set religion. So for example, I mentioned Revelations, which is obviously the Bible, right? Or I think it probably is associated with a couple of different religions, if I'm right on that. I'm not quite sure. I think there's a few different religions who draw from the same texts. But yeah, you may read something like that or be studying something like that. Or you could be more like me and you develop your own belief system based on what you see, what you experience. Excuse me a second. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you've got a strong sense of perhaps even the afterlife. Maybe you've got Scorpio in your chart. A strong sense of the afterlife, of what happens to our souls when we pass away. I don't think you're scared of it. Like reasonably scared, It's like, well, I'd rather it didn't happen, but it's part of nature. Okay. All right. Libra. So tell me about Libra's core strength, the Lovers in the Tower. Yeah, I think the Lovers, the Tower, and the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is like out in the cold, door closed to you. You loved someone, it didn't work out. They ghosted you. They didn't see your value. You had your heart set on something, it didn't work out, the door was closed to you. It's your strength. It teaches you how to take it on the chin, perhaps, how to make it work in your favor. It's almost taking a bad situation and making it good, looking for the lessons in a bad situation, wanting to maintain your integrity. You followed your heart, so you've not done anything wrong, that kind of thing. So other people like this about you. They're secretive though, this ending, this death card. Oh, because then comes the new offer. The Ace of Materials, that's the Ace of Pentacles. So because you allow things to end, because you don't fight, it feels like you don't fight the ending. Look, there's the Ten of Cups as well. Because you don't fight endings, because you let things slip away, it could be at work, you let things slip away, you let things fall away naturally, you don't fight the endings. It's like what's done is done. Yeah, it's kind of what's done is done. You are open to new possibilities. The people who cling to things and don't let things end, it's harder for them to get through the process into the new, but this is like dust in my hands, it didn't work out, que sera, sera. All right, what's next? You're open to new possibilities that are going to make you really, really happy with other people as well. So the Ace of Pentacles, it can be, now this could be, because I'm asking about outside of you, what people like about you. It could be that somebody has something to offer you. The Ace of Pentacles is normally something like a tangible thing to offer you. It's could be an opportunity to travel perhaps. I know Santaris uses this as a location marker, right? A map tag, which since she said that, I can't see it as anything but. And this stick is almost looking like a key to me today. It's like somebody's going to give you a key to something, maybe a key to a home, a property. Maybe some of you are inheriting a property. Maybe you're going to get some kind of offer of commitment. Maybe you're going to get some kind of offer of a job. It could be many, many, many things. The Ace of Materials is something real. It's like the seed that can be planted and grown to something new. So there's like a movement away here. It's like allowing something to end, moving something away. But the beautiful thing, if I just go back to this death card, it's from like Spanish culture. I want to say Mexican culture. It's like the Day of the Dead. I'm sorry, I'm not 100% sure on things, so I'm sorry if I say anything wrong, but yeah, it's like a Day of the Dead. The people who they don't see death as an ending, they see death as a different phase. So they honour the dead. You know, they remember the dead, they call upon the dead to come and help them with their life. So there's a different, again, we've got like two different like belief systems showing up in this reading so far today. So it's like, I'm hearing preparation. It's like preparation to move after an ending, but somebody likes this about you. It's like you're prepared. You're prepared to be like, it's almost like back to the drawing board, right? All right, damn it, it didn't work out. No point crying over spilt milk. Again, with that milk, like glass half full. Oh, the glass is half full, but we spilt it. All right, do you know what? Let's get another glass. Let's get another glass. What can we do to stop that happening again? Maybe we can put some glue on the bottom of the glass this time and drink with straws. I don't know. It's that kind of energy. It's like problem solving, like looking forward, not backwards. Right, how can we get the happiness? All right, that didn't work out. That didn't make us happy. How do we get the happiness? How do we do it right next time? What did we do wrong? What lessons did we learn? Okay, no point whinging about it. We've done it. We've figured it out. Let's move forward. All right, it's going to be a longer reading, isn't it? Let's read. It's really, yeah, I really need to figure this out. So the Lover's card. So this is your strength, right? Internally. Love is always a choice. Look at us. The bond we have is eternal. Our love is altogether emotional, spiritual, and sexual. It's the deepest love ever. Yet, it's a love we fought for. It's a love we fought for. Look at this. Choices had to be made. And now it's your turn now to choose love and to fight for love. You have, as we had, to be clear about your own values and to stand for them. No love is ever possible if you are not true to yourself first. But that's what he said. You've got that internal clarity. That's your strength. If you're facing a dilemma, honesty is the only way to get you through the shadows of doubt. That's funny because you had, I feel like it was you that had it a while back, Honesty by Billy Joel. And again, I was watching Awakening to Spirit last night and she was doing a Pisces reading. And she got the same song, Honesty by Billy Joel. Maybe you're connecting with a Pisces. The Pisces Venus, maybe your Pisces Venus. If you're facing a dilemma, honesty is the only way to get you through the shadows of doubt. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of doubt. For the decision you'll make is be essential. What? At this point in your life. Genuinely, that's what it says, right? That's not me reading badly. Like, where is it? Never forget. Oh no, hang on. For the decision you make is be essential at this point in your life. Never forget there are only two paths. One is wrong, the other one is love. Oh my God. Libra, that is such a Libra sentence. Never forget there are only two paths. One is wrong, the other one is love. Like, love is always right. Special bonds, attractiveness, soulmate choices, being true to oneself. You've got major arcana here as well from this deck. This is all major arcana. So this is quite a powerful reading. Come on, Tower. It feels like you're willing to face the Tower. It's like, come what may, you know? Come what may. The higher you climb, the deeper you fall. Watch out, for I announce a major change in your life. Everything that is within reach of my green light will be dramatically shaken. Green light, that makes me think of the spell in Harry Potter, right? The bad one. I don't even want to say it. But that's this, right? So you realise that all you believed in was based on wrong foundations. The process I'm going to get you through is hard and frightful, but it's also indispensable. You will most certainly experience insomnia, pain, doubts, or anger along the way. And chances are you'll never be the same after my intervention because I'm likely to bring disruption and chaos. Yet, once you've fallen, you can get up and rise again. After my destruction comes your recreation, and that, my friend, is the other part of my message, that you will recover and go far beyond your present levels. I'm going to grow you stronger, wiser, and higher. Sudden and violent change, urgent need to question core beliefs, rise and fall. Could be like love has caused a tower moment in terms of your like traditional belief system. Like, you know, you were told a random example, and it doesn't have to be this. It's, you know, maybe you grew up in a religion that said it's, you know, true love has to be between a man and a woman. Anything else is, you know, it's sinful. But you fell in love with somebody of the same sex, and then suddenly, because that's so pure and true and divine, you know, to love is divine. You know, to me, there's no higher form. The closest thing you could do as a human to be godlike, to be angelic, is to love. So suddenly, if you find that pure, true love, that diamond, unbreakable love, everything else falls away. Nothing else is important. So maybe a door has been closed to you in terms of being closed out of a religion, a traditional belief system. You know, people you knew in the past who don't understand who you are now. But you know it's right, because the two choices are, do you love with your heart? You know, do you follow that divine emotion, that true emotion, pure emotion? Or do you stay in some kind of weird matrix that you know now is untrue? So I think if you're connected to that diamond heart, Libra, then you're connected to the universe, the true, whatever truly is there. You're connected to the divine. You're truly connected to the divine if you can love unconditionally and love truly and not deceive yourself. And perhaps you don't know the intentions of somebody else, but at least you came to that gate with truth in your heart, you know, your truth in your heart. And yes, people may take advantage of that. People may ghost you. You may find out you loved, but that person didn't return the love. But you loved faithfully. What's that? I love faithfully. Is it still the same song? Is it still honesty? Let me just make a note of that. So we've got honesty, Billy Joel, and I'll look it up. All the songs will be in the description box down below. Faithfully. Oh, I hope I can get it. It's kind of plain, but I can't hear it very loudly. I can't quite get it. It's more the tune that's coming through. I need the words. It might be Luke Sitel Singh. I think it's Luke Sitel Singh. I'll look it up and I'll put it in the description box below. And then the Five of Materials is like, it's like that didn't work out. I'm disappointed. I feel shut out. I feel closed out of this situation. But it feels like there's something going on for you, because this is what somebody likes outside of you. It almost feels like, just thinking of that Hallelujah song as well, especially the Tori Kelly version where she says, I didn't come to fool you. It's like, you know, when you're judged, you know, your soul's going to be as light as a feather. You came to the gate truthfully, honestly, with authenticity, and the gate was closed to you. But it feels like whatever this energy is outside of you, because this is like what somebody likes about you. It's like somebody likes, it's like it's not an ending, it's a beginning. To you in this moment, and you're being so strong through it, to you in this moment it looks like an ending. All you see is the shut door. All you see is that you're closed out and the tower moment's happened. You're disappointed. But you're strong through it, and somebody sees that you're strong through it. And therefore you're going to get through it. It's like you were never supposed to go through the door anyway. It wasn't the right door. You were meant to experience, You were meant to experience life outside the castle walls. You were meant to experience the exclusion, because that's taught your soul something, or it's tested your soul. It's tested your soul. Are you willing to stand outside the tower? Are you willing to experience? It's like, so I'm just trying to pin it down because it's coming through quite intuitively. It's like this person, it feels like this person, right? Or, you know, whatever, but it's like this person who outside of you, what they like about you is that you accept endings. It's like a test. It's like, well, it feels a bit, it does feel very Scorpionic, a little bit controlling. I don't know if somebody's got like Scorpio in Venus perhaps, or it's like, well, I need to make sure this person isn't going to storm the castle, and I need to make sure this person's, it's like the testing if you're authentic or not. It's like the testing what your reaction's going to be when you're closed out, when the door's shut. Are you going to have a strop? Are you going to graffiti the castle walls? Or are you going to stand there in your truth, disappointed but strong? And it's like, it could be a different person, it could be the same person. It's like somebody's seen this about you. It's like, I feel like they see like your strength in this situation, and that's the key. That's the key. Oh my God, that's the revelation. That's what you have to understand. It wasn't the right door in the first place. So you're going to go through the ending of, it's like that wasn't the right tower. That wasn't the right kingdom. That wasn't the right castle. So you're going to go through and be offered, or find the seed, or have the idea. I'm sort of hearing to go and build your own castle, or to find your own castle, or to find the right castle. That's the key. The key is this wasn't the right castle for you. But you've been taught something about authenticity and strength. It feels like the universe is giving you some sort of challenge. It could be that this is the universe, right? This is the universe saying, has Libra learnt the lesson? Right, okay, time to move, time to move. All right. 5 of Pentacles then. I mean, I've been feeling that frustration myself, you know, for a long time. And I think it's COVID as well. A lot of people have been experiencing this. But it's been coming through in my Libra readings. And I've been seeing it in other people's Libra readings. And again, it's like that chop wood card that comes out. Or, you know, tidy your house. Here's the broom, Libra. You might as well tidy because you're not going anywhere. You might tidy and sleep. That's all you can do right now. And it's not what we want to be doing. We want to be going out having fun, you know, and, you know, going on adventures and learning, and our soul growing. But it's like, while we've been, it's almost like, oh, I see. It's almost like while you've been sat there in that soil, right? While you've been wherever you are, festering away in that soil, thinking that you're not progressing, thinking that you're not growing, thinking that you're not evolving onto the new. You've actually, all that time you've been a seed growing in some soil, and it's like all of a sudden that revelation is going to be, oh my goodness, like if I compare myself now to how I was a year ago, or, you know, I've grown so much. Maybe you've outgrown the container, you've outgrown the pot. I'm just looking at my plant here. So there has been growth. There's been soul growth in this situation where you've been stuck, and that's your strength. But this energy, it could be the universe or literally a person around you sees that. I understand the message. The muse spots her sleeping outside the gates of flow and abundance. She's cried herself to sleep, believing that she hasn't been granted. I feel like you've done this. You've had sleepless nights. You've cried yourself to sleep. You've been disappointed. You've sat in that disappointment. You've come to terms with that disappointment. She's cried herself to sleep, believing she hasn't been granted access to this entrance. She is dangerously close to the edge, wrapped in little more than a tattered sheet of self-worth and memories of better days. She holds a tiny light of hope close to her as she sleeps, but it is so very dim that the muse wonders if she can still see it at all. It certainly doesn't look bright enough to light her way into the hall. With a helping hand, she nudges the small creature to safety. The muse knows that the entrance is closer than we think, and she wants all of us to enter the doorway of abundant well-being. She asks you to accept worthiness with an open heart and heal the rift between you and any wealth and health you desire but aren't experiencing today. You are never alone or forgotten. You are always welcome in the great hall of love. And yeah, I feel like it could be, for some of you, it's spiritual. You feel like, God has abandoned you. You feel rejected by, the church. You feel like what you believed spiritually was wrong. It feels like you thought the universe had turned their back on you, but no, it's some sort of trial, some sort of test. It's because the universe knows that perhaps you had lessons to learn in terms of coming to terms with disappointments, with endings, with difficult things. Tell me more, please, about the Lovers, the Tower, and the Five of Materials. Yeah, memories of the past. Yeah, okay. Memories of better days. You could have somebody who you really felt like was your person. You felt like somebody was your soulmate. They were your emperor. You really loved this person. You really thought they were for you. There's that. It could definitely be an Aries. There's that ram head, that said I saw. It didn't work out. Disappointment here and here. Learning to tip away. Because normally on the Five of Cups, the 3 cups that are broken or tipped out are relationships that didn't work out. And the 2 of Cups is normally 2 cups that are still standing. The potential for true connections. And I feel like you tipped it away. You poured it out. You said, these didn't work out. I thought this was the one, but I'm letting go of that now. I'm tipping it out. But can you see how, as she tips it out, it comes back to her. And she does have this cup still standing, and it's a beautiful cup. I don't know if you can see the rainbow colours in that cup. So loving yourself is a big lesson here. You haven't poured out your heart. You can't control what other people do with their heart. You can't control what choices other people make. And yes, this could have been your soulmate. This person could have been your person. But if they don't see it, if they're not spiritually ascended, to the level that you are, if they're still stuck dealing with toxic cycles, if they've still got lessons to learn, if they're still dealing with, difficult lessons in terms of karma, there's only so much you can do to help them. And if they cannot keep up with your soul growth, then they're not your emperor, they're not your soulmate, at this time. So you're willing to let go. You're willing to be like, it's their life, their choices. I can only control myself and my heart was pure. I came to this relationship, I came to this gate, open and honest and authentic, true, only with good intentions. And it's sad, but I, always look on the bright side of life. At least I still have that cup of love. At least I still have the ability to love. At least one day, somebody will come along who I can give that cup to, and it'll be reciprocated. Maybe this person chose career over you. So yeah, letting go. Huge. Oh, it's such a big soul lesson, but it's your strength. It's your strength. It almost feels like as soon as you let go, as soon as you tip that love out, it's like then they realise, right? Can you see how she's tipping these emotions down this hole, and it's like wafting by him, but he's not looking. He's still stuck in his head about like memories of the past. This is somebody who's glass half empty. This is somebody who's glass half empty and you're glass half full. And therefore, yeah, things are changing. The wheel of fortune is turning in your favour. If you felt down, you will feel up again. Because this is, to me, linked to this card. Good opportunities coming through, but it is dependent on you letting go. Of picking yourself up and going looking for a different door. Because I think you're the diamond here. You're the thing of wealth and value. And do you know what? If those towers, whatever that represents for you, these emperors, these towers, these hierophants, if they don't have the ability to see your authenticity and your purity and your honesty and your truthfulness and that big open heart that can literally radiate rainbows, you know, and bring this once it's allowed to, if they keep you small and closed out, then they don't deserve this. You know, go and find somebody who deserves it, because, you know, that's where the opportunity lies. So what somebody outside of you likes about you, remember they were being secretive about this death energy. The plainest song is JP Sachs. I think it's 3 minutes. But it's the line that says F 'em all. F 'em all. I'll write that down. 3 minutes. JP Sachs. F 'em all. You did more in 3 minutes than they did in their entire lives. Using that heartbreak as a material for the songs. Yeah, F 'em all. Okay, death is a new birth. There you go. I am death. I am often extremely feared, though I wish I was not. Mexican people celebrate me in the most Mexican people celebrate me in the most festive way on a special day. That's because they understand my true meaning, a meaning of rebirth. In the heart of darkness, I am thus here to bring good news. Because you're in the heart of darkness, I think. For when I close one door, I always open another. No way. When I close, it feels like it's the universe. For when I close one door, I always open another. New opportunity. You literally cannot make it up. So do not concentrate on what is now ending. Keep in mind it simply had to end, and instead focus on what is about to begin soon. The past is in the past. Literally, this is the past, this is memories, and it's like the furthest like left on the tarot reading, because normally we move in this direction in tarot. It's like past to future. So yeah, literally the past is in the past. Leave it there. Embrace what future keeps in store for you. To resist would only bring you pain. That's what it said. Play it like a phoenix. Accept this transformation you're going through. Be reborn, and then spread your wings and soar. Like, I cannot make it up. At the start of the reading, I said, always look on the bright side of life. You know, face those endings with good humour. You know, play it up. It's like play it up for the cameras, it feels like. It's like, I've been watching Glow as well, you know, the TV show Glow about the lady wrestlers, and you know, one of the characters is very innovative, and when things go wrong, she's got that problem-solving attitude of like, and she's prepared to be the bad guy as well. So I feel like there's a similar energy here where it's like, yes, you know, I will play the villain in this scene. I can't do the accent. It's like you're prepared to play a role here, to accept an ending, but it's a new opportunity. Okay, Ace of Materials. Because like I say, this is what somebody likes about you. It's like they like that you're prepared to go through the ending. Hold you my arms. Sorry, they're playing that again. That's the Muse song. Again, all the songs will be in the description box. Exciting new beginnings, fresh roots, future comforts, manifesting abundance, the potential for massive prosperity, security and wealth. The cusp of evolution, like, because the phoenix evolves, right? She stretches sleepily. You're very sleepy, Libra. You're doing a lot of sleeping. Well, I mean, you're a plant, right? Growing takes energy. You need your energy for the growth. She stretches sleepily, hoping it is spring, because she loves nothing more than it's like you hibernate. You hibernate through the ending. You come out of your cave to put on the show, and then you go back into hibernation mode until it's time for the new. Hoping it's spring because she loves nothing more than stretching inside spring moss. She looks around and giggles. The very first seeds are beginning to stir, and it's time to prepare the earth for the months to come. She simply loves how possibility drips from the ceiling of these beginnings. New potential is everywhere, and she has so much magic to prepare before the harvest can arrive. She looks around her abode for salt and clay to make the earth spirits, and for jasper and quartz to animate them, for oats, rice, and tobacco to honour her ancestors. Honour her ancestors again, look. And for ivy and oak to bring growing wisdom to the new plants that will be. She nods to you now. There may be something about the throat chakra, about the ability to speak. You can hear that how my voice is suddenly closing up. Somebody may have trouble speaking. She nods to you now, hoping you will notice your fresh new roots and their future bounty. As soon as I tell you, it's gone. See? Your situation is bursting with the Genesis. Genesis again. That's 2 Bible books, Genesis and Revelations. Your situation is bursting with the genesis of new opportunity, and she wants you to expand as you watch your seeds grow to fruition. Surrendering to what would become, she fell asleep, and when the sun peeked into her silence, it illuminated a field of petals that had grown just beyond her reach, just beyond her faith. And there they bloomed endlessly, joyously, calling her up into her own creation of light. If you can't join the party, throw your own party, Libra. That's how it feels. You could be the Emperor. Libra, you are showing up in your own reading and in other people's readings as a Libran Emperor. So just be aware that that could be you. Taking control of the situation, fine, right? You're going to shut me out. You're going to keep me out in the cold. Do you know what? I'm going to boss up and kind of go and do my own thing, right? I can't get that job. I can't get in that industry. I'll go and set up my own business in this industry. It feels like that. Wheel of Fortune, fortune is on your side, at least if not now, very soon in the future. Tell me more about what people like about Libra. Tell me about Death and Ace of Materials. So we've got the World, completions, closing, something closing, ending of a cycle. Again, it also carries an aspect of travel, of relocation, of movement. The World card, world travel. You may be moving for a new job. I don't know, moving house. Something's ending and there's a new beginning. The World, after the World comes the Fool card. And I did say that I was picking up this Fool energy from you of the guy on Only Look on the Bright Side of Life, he's kind of the fool character, but he's also kind of one of the wisest characters in that movie. It's kind of like I've been getting this through a little bit on and off through the readings, the fool in early modern literature in Shakespeare. The fool, turned into this very wise character. So you may play the fool a lot, right? You may play up for the cameras, but there's something very wise there. You've got an old soul, because sometimes the oldest souls, I say this about Capricorn and Pisces too, sometimes the oldest souls are those who appear to be most childlike. The comedians of the world are also tend to be the ones who have a huge amount of darkness inside them. If you look at people because it takes a huge amount of soul growth to look for the humour, to look for the silver linings. Again, with the spider web, the silver linings. And that's what I've seen with the facets of the diamond as well on the black background. It's like they were like the silver linings, the silver. Okay. Knight of Wands, the Hermit, and there's the Five of Pentacles again. Yeah, you just want to go out and have fun, right? You want to be free, you want to be creative. It just feels like it's telling me somebody sees this about you. Somebody sees that you're going through something, that you're closing something out, that you've learned some kind of big lesson. A major phase of your life is ending. And, you still have that passion for the new, the passion to the drive, the ambition, the fun, the creativity. You've done a lot of soul searching here. You've gone inwards, you've been alone, you've gone into hibernation mode, really done some soul searching, come to terms with these Five of Pentacles. But look, now you're being given the key. So before you felt like you couldn't get through that door, you felt shut out. If you look up, the key's right there. You can get through the door. Once you have some sort of revelation of the soul, right? I feel like this is the universe. The universe likes this about you. So tell me, please, advice. Whoa, for Libra, right? Well, maybe I'm not going to read all of these. Goblins, yeah, I feel like that's what you're dealing with. Into the unknown and coming to life. Look at that. That's the rebirth, right? There's literally like a butterfly on that card. Like, that's the phoenix. That's, you know, whatever this is, whatever this like feeling like you're stone, you're going to come back to life. You have to go through this unknown, right? It's like unknown territory. It's scary. It almost feels like you're being led by the universe through something. Blindfolded, right? It's almost like these two cards are facing each other. Like, you're the one moving forwards, blindfolded, you know, only using your intuition to guide you. She's got a key. She's got a key. It's got like wings on it. Do you see this? And it's like the universe is guiding you through, you know, past all the goblins, past all the scary things. Is this just Labyrinth again? I get, like, you know, David Bowie's Labyrinth a lot. And then you come to life. Then you have the rebirth, right? Okay, I'm going to read them. I'm going to read them. I'm sorry this is a long reading. I get this sometimes, though. Sometimes, like, you know, sometimes people are just, you know, working, they're perfectly fine. It's like, I'm fine. They don't really need a reading that week. So the reading's sort of like, you know, 10 minutes and we're done. My readings are never 10 minutes. That's a lie. This feels like, and then sometimes I get the readings and they're so long, and it's like, I know that somebody's really going through something. They've been waiting for this reading. You know, they need an hour. I'm trying to do 40-minute readings. Right. Goblins. Fear is an illusion. Oh my God, literally you cannot make it up. Fear is an illusion. Choose love today. That's what it said. Choose love. All the other choices are the wrong choices. Forgive yourself and others. Goblins are born when you're wounded, and something essential is lost in that experience. I feel like you've been wounded, but you've got it back again. Right? It's like you went on a soul journey and you lost just a part of your soul. You had to like go into your own shadow, you know, your own self to face your own inner goblins. You did that shadow work, and it's like soul retrieval. You got that piece of your soul back. You still have the ability to love, you know. You are whole. From that point on, as you forgot your wholeness, they remain with you in the shadows, the goblins. There, they remind you of what brought them into being by mimicking your own voice, tricking you into believing that you're unworthy, victimized, or unlovable. They hold you hostage through low self-worth, self-sabotage, and the feeling that you're lacking what you need. Oh, yeah, my imposter syndrome is raising its ugly head there. If goblins pay you a visit, know that they represent the shadow of your own self or someone else's, and that they're leading you into a potentially reactive situation. A goblin's card appearance is an opportunity for growth, however, and a signal that you must love yourself, right? That cup of love for yourself. Love yourself first. No human is without flaws. The goblin's message is that you must release resentments and negative self-talk. Within you is the spark of the divine. Like, literally, I feel like the universe is here. And the universe loves you, right? This is what people like about you. And the universe showed up and they were like, I love you, Libra. You know, because when you love yourself, you're loving me. Hello, universe, speaking through my reading. Within you is the spark of the divine. Ask Spirit to help heal you. Miracles can and do happen. Let go of the negativity. That's what he said right at the beginning, right? Like glass half full, always look on the bright side of life. Let go of the negativity. Because the negativity is just your own goblins within yourself, you know, telling you that you're not worthy, telling you that you're locked out of a situation. No, you're not locked out of a situation. Like I said, if they lock you out, then they don't see your worth. You know, they weren't right for you anyway. fuck off. Fuck them all. Right, the swears are coming out now. It's that point in the reading. I've got something sticky on my chair. I keep getting stuck to it. Oh, no. Okay. Into the unknown, trust and all will be revealed. Life is an adventure and often new opportunities will arise that you won't know how to deal with. This is one of those times you're required to trust that this new phase will reveal wonders and miracles as you step into unknown territory. Imagine that you are not only a pathfinder but a path maker. I said that. A tower maker, right? A kingdom maker. Whatever your inquiry, trust that you'll be safe. Stay aware as you discover new and marvellous territories and valuable treasures. And then coming to life. Like, I love that they came out in that order as well. Like, you know, if they came out in that order, it wouldn't be great, would it? It'd be like, you came to life, you went into the unknown, and oh no, imposter syndrome raised its ugly head. No, the universe kept you trapped. They kept you in that plant pot, right? Because you had to do the soul searching. You had to face these goblins, like get them up to the surface, bop them on the nose, send them packing, and get yourself into that strong, I know my heart's pure energy. I know I'm a good person. I know I deserve things. Then you're ready to face the unknown, and then you come to life. It's in a good order. Oh, and you've got this Ace of Pentacles. So I love it. You're being given the key to the door. So again, I saw a key, right at the beginning of the reading. I went and got my keys, and she's holding a key. You can't make it up, guys. Coming to life, something beautiful is being born into your life. I needed this reading as well. I really did, because I've been feeling really stuck, and it sucks. It does suck. It's like, well, I don't know. It would help if I had a sign, universe. It would help if you gave me a big signpost right now saying, go in this direction. It's like, fine, it can be unknown, but I'd just like to know which direction to head in. But you're being told to choose your heart, whatever that means to you, right? That's the only choice, the only right choice. Coming to life. Something beautiful is being born into your life. When you look at your life, can you see how you've grown and evolved over time? Perhaps you've shed skins and identities and created new ones. Or again, I get somebody could be an actor, you know, this thing about being on stage, shedding skins and identities. Or maybe just play through life like you're an actor. It's like, what role is needed of me under these circumstances? Or at the very least, matured in your ideas about yourself and the world you inhabit. Like, yeah, I think I have. Like, I genuinely think over the last year and a half, yes. You know, things take time, and Spirit's timetable is rarely in sync with your own. So it feels like the door's not really closed. There's just some kind of like hibernation period on something. But it's there for you. It's there to serve you, to let you grow in that soil, right? To really get your roots planted firmly. Because then, you know, if you went into something and a storm came and you weren't firmly planted, you'd be knocked out of that pot. But because that's that diamond heart, that diamond soul, that diamond mind is so strong right now, it's like you're gonna persevere, you're gonna break on through to the other side, if we want to use that song again. This card indicates that a long-held dream is beginning to show signs of life. You must try not to coax it along or shape it according to your desires. Spirit knows the best form for the manifestation of this dream, and your life can become even better than you could possibly imagine. Now is the time for reverence and awe. Allow the contours of your path to be carved by the hands of the divine. They're showing me like the spider web again. Like the picture's not complete. All you have to do is show up. All you have to do is show up, right? As yourself, as your authentic self. Right, done. Libra, I hope that was helpful to you. I think it's the pep talk I needed, to be honest. I needed this reading to tell me how awesome I am. And I think I'm going to be singing that Always Look on the Bright Side of Life for the rest of the week. It's going to be stuck in my head. So, Libra, always look on the bright side of life and know that, you know, rejection is God's protection. Obstacles are placed in our path to help us learn deep soul lessons that make us stronger. Your strength is that you are doing that work and the universe sees it. So all you have to do is show up and be yourself. your beautiful, authentic diamond heart self, and you're going to be absolutely fine. The universe is going to take care of the rest. My arm clipped. That was gross. I will see you again soon, Libra. Bye-bye.